Elliot's been doing this for how many years now?
Since 1996.
1996, and it's been very successful. So this year, you've been saying more of them. We got beans and barley way out there. You've been seeing a lot more bailing off further down than you have.
Yeah, closer to the river. I got you know, heading up through toward Cut Off and out through Allen One or something like that. Some of them might be going by the pole.
Gotcha.
You know, but then I have seen some go behind the shop down here and then cut out through this big old meadow, out toward Crossing and Tim's and all that out that way. So
we probably got 36 double setups.
Yeah, way more than I want to count.
So what Elliot's able to do each year is to be able to spot where the deer are going off. And if it stays pretty consistent, that tells us which stance we need to go sit first. And we got to have south winds in the morning.
It may not be all spot on, but at least it kind of heads you in the right direction.
Exactly.
Then you and all the other hunters got to close the deal. So.
Well, that's what we do. We get out there and we see, you know, and we see them.
They go watch them so they do the same
and then
thing
we just
every
tighten it up.
You know, 2 or 3 times, and then move in and hopefully get a shot. You know.
Well, there's been a lot of bucks spotted right here, either morning or afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
And you, if I remember right, you used to put numbers out there. You had a car plate.
Yeah, well, I did. The most of the car tags, orange car tags, are still there, but the numbers were wooden, and the cows rub on them and tore them all up. But you can still say, okay, well, that's car tag number 4 or whatever. Right. You just count the car tags, and you know, instead of saying, well, he went by that cottonwood out there, well, that ain't nothing but cottonwood out there. So
I got it. Well, it's been a good strategy. It's worked over the years, so hopefully this week we can make it happen one more time.
Any key to success when we hunt here in Montana is all about the food. I'm excited about coming up here to check it out. The farmer said, I got some new groceries for you this year. And by gosh, he does. He planted barley and soybeans side by side right here. We got clover on the pivot. And the thing about out here, you might only get 12 inches of rain a year, so you have to depend on a pivot. So we got a pivot to give us groceries there. This is all gravity irrigated here. In years past, we've always had alfalfa, and they've had to rotate it every 5 years, which that's the farmers have to do. And we've had soybeans on the pivot. We've had corn on the pivot. But the key is, if you got the groceries, you're going to have the deer. And this is a pretty simple setup right here. You see the cottonwood trees down there? Those deer are coming out of those cottonwood trees to feed either on the clover, the barley, and the soybean, or all 3. They're going to filter back through and go to a bedding area. It's about 1 or 2 miles away. And we have like a horseshoe of tree stands there in the morning for them to come by. Some years they come by one, some years they go by another one. So that's us on our scouting. We got to figure that out. Hopefully we can get one busted this week, but I promise you one thing, they got the groceries. Talking about a deer trail now. It's coming from the clover field. Look at this. Beat down, eating in the barley right here, going right here and eating in the beans, and then headed home. And that's where we're gonna be. Boom, look at that pheasant right there, just jumped up. We're gonna have fun this week.
Just getting to our ladder stand this afternoon in Montana. It's about 80 degrees. We have sprayed from head to toe, so the whole spray and pray is definitely on today, but we got an east-southeast wind. This particular ladder right here is in a section we call the cross, and we've taken a lot of deer right here. And when it gets hot, we move as close as we can to the bedding area, and that bedding area is probably 200 yards there. All the soybeans and the barley are probably 2 miles that way. So we get tight to the bedding area when it gets hot. We'll see what happens. Big deer. Going back the other way. I'll just turn around and look toward the slough. I can't shoot. Heck of a buck. Holy smoke. There's another buck right there. Looks like a good 10 point. He's not as good as that deer, but that's a pretty good deer. We'd shoot both of them.
Well, that was a cool afternoon. we saw 3 shooter bucks. And that's the game you're playing, the musical chairs. We're in the stand. If those bucks would have come right in front of us, either one of those 3 would have shot. But they were all behind me under the other tree stand. But it was a great afternoon, and we had a lot of fun. But what we learned is they were staying close in that bedding area and not coming out till later in the afternoon. This is where we were going to hunt.
Come back to the ladder where we hunted the first day. Saw the big deer behind us and stuff. We saw a shooter buck this morning from Tim's stand right here on the flat going back into the bedding area. So we gotta have deer come out in front of us to get a shot. If they come behind us. I got the mint sage. We sprayed down. We've done everything. So I don't know. We've been working hard. We just need a break. We've seen a lot of deer. We just need them to walk our trails, and then we get a shot. We're gonna keep plugging.
We picked the right wind, we picked the right stand, and here comes our shooter buck after all the sits. He's coming on the trail I need him on. I draw back, I can't see my pins. I'm just not gonna take a bad shot. I let back down and he walked on out and we looked at him with binoculars. Yeah, he was a shooter.
We just got to our ladder stand. We sat here last night. I drew back on the buck. I just couldn't see my pins. We've kind of northeast wind. We just kind of blowing across the slough right there. But it's supposed to change to east. We really need more east. It'll blow way back up behind us. Keep these deer in front of us to get a shot. So it's a beautiful morning. Got some deer behind us. Looks like a bunch of small bucks and a few does. Got a buck right under our tree stand across there. No shooters in this group though. The wind's supposed to come out of the east. But it's still got a little northeast in it. That's what you get with variable winds. I keep switching them. Bingo. Just crashed. I just heard it. Thank God. We have been working extremely hard. Sitting right here. We're at Tim's. Waiting on a shooter buck. Holy smokes. Thank you, good Lord. It's my birthday today. That's the second time I've shot a buck on my birthday. Even the Buckmaster can make a 10-yard shot. Come on, let's go track him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh my heavens. Another wonderful Montana whitetail with the buck. Check that out, folks. I've been coming out here since 1988. It just never gets old. Man, check him out. Look at the brow tines on this old rascal right here. Man, that's really unique. Bladed back here on his two, got a kicker right there. Broke off his 4 on that side. Been rubbing the trees, but look at the body size on him. I tell you, the food source this year, the best I've ever seen. Soybeans, barley, clover. These deer really have a smorgasbord here to eat. Look at these golden cottonwoods. I can't get enough of it. The smell. Oh man, what an awesome, awesome week. Great morning. Check that old rascal out. I'm gonna get him tagged up. Got the 4-wheeler. We'll get it in here. Can't get enough of it, folks. Can't get enough. Taking a lot of nice bucks over the years with the bow and arrow, and for you bow hunters out there, you just know that feeling. And it's just an adrenaline rush I can't explain, but I love it every day. The older I'm getting, the more I appreciate it. That's a good one right there. What a great birthday present. A heck of a hunt. The wind was terrible, but by gosh, that was my deer. Ended up walking up behind us and, you know, having to get up and do everything. It just was a perfect deal. Birthday buck. That's why you go hunting right there. That's why you go hunting right there.